A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant development in the ongoing conflict between Ukraine and Russia, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy has accepted a U.S.-brokered ceasefire plan, while Russia remains hesitant to commit. Special envoy Steve Witkoff revealed that U.S. President Donald Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin are scheduled to speak this week, amidst hopes for a resolution to the ongoing hostilities. Witkoff, in an interview with CNN, expressed optimism about the upcoming discussion, stating, "The two presidents are going to have a really good and positive discussion this week." This conversation comes on the heels of a recent call between U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio and Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov, where they discussed the implementation of agreements made during a U.S.-Russia summit in Saudi Arabia last month. This summit marked the first high-level meeting between the two nations since Russia's invasion of Ukraine in February 2022. While the Russian Ministry of Foreign Affairs confirmed that Lavrov and Rubio agreed to maintain communication, there was no mention of the ceasefire proposal. State Department spokeswoman Tammy Bruce emphasized the importance of the discussions, stating that the two officials had discussed the next steps regarding Ukraine and agreed to continue working towards restoring communication between the U.S. and Russia. The urgency for a ceasefire has increased, as Washington has proposed a 30-day immediate ceasefire following talks in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. Although President Zelenskyy has accepted this plan, President Putin has yet to fully commit, citing serious questions that need to be addressed. Zelenskyy has accused the Kremlin of not genuinely wanting to end the war, suggesting that Moscow is looking to improve its position on the battlefield before agreeing to any ceasefire. In a recent statement, Putin indicated that the ceasefire initiative would primarily benefit Ukraine rather than Russian forces, who he claims are making advances in various regions. The backdrop of these discussions is a worrying situation on the ground, as Russia continues to occupy significant portions of southern and eastern Ukraine. Reports indicate that Ukrainian forces have faced setbacks, particularly in the Kursk region, where they have lost control of key areas. This loss comes after a brief period in which Ukrainian troops had successfully launched an incursion into Russian territory in August 2024, capturing areas they hoped would serve as leverage in future negotiations. However, the tides have turned, and Ukrainian forces are now retreating under pressure from a major Russian offensive. The situation escalated further on Monday when a Russian drone attack hit the city of Izium, resulting in the death of one individual. Mayor Vitaly Klitschko of Kyiv reported that Ukrainian air defense units were engaged in repelling an overnight drone attack on the capital, with witnesses hearing blasts consistent with air defense systems in operation. Amidst the ongoing conflict and ceasefire discussions, Russia is also seeking guarantees that NATO countries will exclude Ukraine from membership and ensure its neutrality in any potential peace agreement. Alexander Grushko, Russia's deputy foreign minister, stated that they will demand ironclad security guarantees as part of any agreement, emphasizing the necessity of Ukraine's neutral status. In a show of support for Ukraine, Lithuania has backed an EU proposal to provide up to 40 billion euros in military aid for the country this year, signaling ongoing international support for Ukraine in its struggle against Russian aggression. As the situation continues to evolve, the world watches closely to see if diplomatic efforts can bring about a lasting resolution to the conflict, or if hostilities will escalate further in the coming weeks. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.